Assalamualaikum and hi sir, my name is Azman and today I'm going to show you a few drills to make your tennis strokes better. The strokes we're talking about here is our serve, our forehand, backhand, volley and overhead smash. Okay, so for our first drill, is for the serve. This first drill is pretty simple, you just have to practice tossing the ball and that's it. So if you don't have a racket with you, it's okay, you can just toss the ball without a racket, but I'm gonna use a racket also. So what you do is just toss the ball and hold your stance. Hold your stance and like try to catch the ball back, but without turning your palm. So you're gonna stay, and your hand is gonna stay in this position. It's not gonna turn around. You don't want your palm to turn around to catch the ball. Okay. So let me show you again. Just toss the ball and take it again. Toss. Try to make a good toss. Try to make it consistent and at a good height. So let's toss the ball.
Yeah.
Our next drill is called the racket drop drill. So this still focuses more on the serve stroke. So what I want you to do is just toss the ball as usual. And like before you swing, make sure to drop. So you toss the ball. Your arm is gonna be like this, right? Since you're serving, so you're gonna toss, and then make sure that when the ball is at its highest point, your arm is dropping the racket almost close to your back. Okay. So just toss. Just toss, and make sure it drops. And then when the ball is dropping down, I want your elbow to hit the ball. So it's gonna look. You're gonna have to touch the ball when it drops. This drill is to make your coordination, the palm coordination better. Our next drill is called the bounce drill. So essentially, you just bounce the ball on the racket however much you like. The good thing about this drill is that you can practice both your forehand and your backhand like that. So you just switch the palm, your palm's position. So if you want to go forehand, the palm must be facing outwards, and your back. If you want to do backhand, your palm must be facing downwards. Okay. Right now I'm using the Eastern grip, so that's level number 1 for both our heel pad and our index knuckle. What you want to focus on this drill is that to have as much control as you can. So make sure to not apply too much force. And if you want to challenge yourself, you can just switch it out from backhand to forehand like that. Okay, so the next drill is just hit off the wall drill. So that's basically it. You just hit the ball to the wall. Okay, you can practice a lot of things with this. Forehand, backhand, and also your volley. Okay, so next drill is called the shadow stroke or overhead. So that's basically it. You just have to practice your stroke without the ball, just with the racket. Okay. So for the overhead smash, you just have to try and envision how you do your overhead smash, and like try to be really proactive about it. Okay. So for example, okay. So the ball is coming towards me. I'm gonna adjust my distance with the ball. And I'm gonna use my non-dominant hand to serve as a guide. And I'm gonna hit the ball, and I'm gonna follow through. I'm going to recover after hitting the ball. Our next drill is called volley to volley. You're gonna need 2% for this. 2%. You're gonna have to stand. You're gonna have to give yourself some space for maybe around 15 feet, which is around 4 to 5 meters. And what you want to do is just hit the ball to each other. You try to volley it if you can. You can change the pace of this drill depending on you and depending on you guys, and also you can make a game out of it. For example, whoever fails to hit the ball before it hits the ground, loses a point. Something like that.
The first strategy is to make sure we get a high percentage of services inside the service box. So for the strategy, what we want is to hit the ball inside the service box, most likely in the center, and make it bounce, cornering or jamming the opponent. The second strategy is used during rally, and in this strategy, you have to hit the ball higher above the net so that it goes closer to the baseline. In this example, you can see that the arc of the ball is lower and closer to the net, and so it does not land closer to the baseline. Compared to this example, where the arc of the ball is higher, and so it can travel a longer distance and go closer to the baseline, making the opponent jammed and harder to get the ball. The first strategy for doubles is to know the position in which you have to stand in or at. For a service partner, the easiest way to determine where to stand during the match is if we were to cross the service box, the center point is where you should be standing. As for the returner, you have to stand by the baseline but at a position where it's easy to return if the server has a short serve and if the server has a more extended serve. The last double strategy is to identify who will be rallying against who inside a match. So, for partner players, which is the server partner and also the returner partner, will be rallying against each other, while the baseline players will be rallying against baseline players.
Hi, hello. My name is Sarahizal Hanum binti Shahrizal and I'm from the ECOEC ECAP. My ID is 2000872 and I'm doing computer engineering. Hi, hello. So today we'll be doing some conditioning, speed, agility and quickness drill, which can all be done in the comfort of our own home. But before that, here is a clip of me teaching you how to hold your racket in the right position to gain the most leverage, and also the correct stance to do most of your serves or volleys in tennis. So most of the moves will require you to have your knees bent. Okay, so firstly, would be a drill that focuses on full agility and high level intensity, which is the figure of 8. This should be done in 5 sets, with each set being 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off. This puts emphasis on the upwards and backwards movement, which is done a lot in tennis. Your eyes have to stay down, not to trip, and to keep enough space between your feet and the cones. So literally what you have to do is to make a literal figure of 8 with the movements of your feet. Your arms should be out to the side to maximize your balance, and this could be felt in your legs. The pain could be felt in your legs after the workout, and it is also very good for your cardiovascular as well as your core. Okay, hi, hello, your 1 minute break is up. So you're now next on to your next drill, which is the fast feet, split step and swing. So as you can see, you meant to do fast little mini steps and then quickly do a side step and swing. So this would train you to be constantly in your ready position and be quick in getting the balls wherever it is on the court. It is also training you to do your forehand and your backhand, and this would train you into being a very agile and quick player. Be quick on your feet, guys. Up, and again, your 1 minute break is up, so you're next on to your last drill, which is the one leg hops over the line. So this is done to train your calf, and your arm should be out for a better balance. These small little tiny steps are done for you to exercise your calf muscle and make them stronger, as tennis requires fast movements and quick little steps, and for you to always ensure that your legs are not exceeding any lines. This also helps train your precision and accuracy in your movements, as well as the power that you exert in all of your movements done in the court, which gives you a big advantage over your opponents. Alright, that's all from me from today, and thank you. Do try at home.
Hi sir, my name is Tam Sang-Ying and my matrix number is 2000344 and I'm currently taking foundation in civil engineering. Today, I'm going to talk about the rehabilitation of tennis elbow. Tennis elbows occur when people strain their tendons in forearms. However, we can treat the tennis elbows at home with some specific exercise to ease the pain and prevent reoccurrence. So the first exercise is put our elbow in right angle. Then make a fist on my hand, and then just up and down, just a gentle movement, and do about 10 times. When we go down, we will feel the stretch, and going up, we will we are working the muscle, so we will feel a little bit tense. So after doing 10 times, we turn our hand to do the radial and ulnar deviation. It's also same, we just going up and down. It's just a gentle movement. So again, just start off with 10 about this. We are going to do the supination and pronation movement. This is supination and this is pronation, and we just want our elbow to move, not our whole arm. So I will just keep my arm by my side, beside my side, and just to help us to move only our elbow. So same goes, we also just move 10 times and just a gentle movement. So after doing the 3 exercise, we can add some with, like we can holding a can. Then for the extension and flexion exercise, we hold the pen and do again, going up very slowly and going down very slowly. It also same to do 10 times. If we had hammer or something slightly top heavy, then it is suitable for the supination and pronation exercise. The reason we use the thing that's slightly top heavy is because if we turn our elbow, it will give our more straight. So that we need to stretch it out. So we put our arms to a straight, then our hand make a fist, and another hand to hold our finger to be straight, so it can be straight. My elbow will be feel to be straight. Do it for 30 seconds and 3 times. And the last exercise, we just have a towel like this. Then we do a twisting motion. Twist the towel like going up and down, like this for 10 times. So we are working our muscle like this. Slowly and control the towel. That's all for the rehabilitation of tennis elbow. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum sir, my name is Kunaili Kuzan. My ID number is 200000559 and I'm from Materials Engineering MAE. So today the topic that I will be presenting is footwork drills in tennis. So what is footwork drills in tennis? It is described as a way a player prepare for a shot before the ball comes in our side of the court. So the way our feet moves really helps in tennis because without good footwork, the player won't be able to reach to the ball before it hits the ground. And one of these ways is to do a jumping rope. This jumping rope exercise can increase our agility and aid in making our legs more powerful and have faster steps. I also recommend tennis players to do this footwork drilling exercise around 3 times a week so that it becomes a norm in our play. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, I am Ira Karina binti Pramnavers from Foundation in Computer Engineering, and today I will be talking about timing drills in tennis. Timing drills in tennis is more about tips on how you perform better strokes. There is no step-by-step process on how you do it. In tennis, there are 3 timing drills that you can do for a better stroke. The first one is standing behind the baseline, about 2 meters behind the baseline. This is to ensure that the stroke is not rushed and you are able to perform a more powerful stroke. This is an example of this stroke if you stand close to the baseline. The next tennis drill is to not rush the strokes and perform it in a relaxed manner. This drill is done so that when hitting the ball, you do not feel a rush between the backswing and the forward swing. This way, you are more relaxed when hitting the ball and you have better rhythm when hitting the ball. If you feel rushed when hitting the ball, then your timing would be off and your performance will not be very good. The last timing drill is to align the racket with the ball. Your racket movement should follow the ball so that you do not miss the chance of hitting the ball. Practicing these 3 drills would definitely improve your strokes in tennis.
Hi, I am Haris Azam, my student ID 200000903 and from Mechanical Engineering. So today I would like to share with you guys about tennis rhythm for ground strokes. Basically, rhythm is needed in every single sports in the world such as football, rugby and especially tennis. Why I said especially tennis, right? Because tennis is a game of error. So the more you do error, the more tendency you to lose the game. Having a good rhythm helps you to reduce errors and mistakes. so that you can win a game by having a good rhythm and enjoying it. For me, rhythm is about three things. First, it is about your footworks. Second, it is about how you receiving the ball, and the third one is about how you deliver the ball to the opponent. For the first one, which is footwork, why I think it is very important for us in order to enhance our rhythm in our tennis game, it is because it helps us to keep in motion and keep moving around on the court, so that it will be easier for us to reach the ball that delivered by the opponent and send it back to them, and then also by a few seconds for us to get back to the baseline and ready for the next set of the ball delivered by the opponents. So for the last part, which are receiving and delivery, all you have to know that related to the rhythm of your tennis game is you have to make sure that your speed of body motion, feet motion, and also racket motion is mirroring to the speed of the ball, so that it will develop the connectedness and also develop the rhythm in your tennis game. If you get a slower ball, so you have to be a little bit relaxed, and if you get a faster ball, you have to be a little bit quicker than your usual self. So that's all from me.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Fatin Hanani Zamri, ID 200000631. I am from Computer Engineering, and for my part, I will be doing tennis serve pronation. Okay, so how do you pronate a tennis serve? So to do this tennis serve pronation, you start swinging up at the tennis ball on your serve as if you were trying to hammer a nail into the ball. In other words, you will hit the ball with the side of your racket, the frame, but you don't want to hit the ball with the edge of your frame. You of course want to hit it with your strings. Then, once we have hit the ball, we want the racket to then continue turning towards the right side of the court, assuming that we are right-handed. This is what we call full pronation on a tennis serve. So it is just in two steps, which is toss the ball into the air, raise your head upwards with the racket, then you hit the ball, moving it forward.